Good morning, students. I am architect Amin Inam, assistant professor at School of Architecture, Golgotha University. Today we will be studying about the subject building construction, in which we will be studying about the different prefabrication materials and prefabrication systems. So before starting this lecture, it is very important for a student to understand some basic knowledge about the previous understanding of prefabricated systems. A student should be aware of the precast construction methods, the definition of precast construction, and the prefabricated overview. So a brief idea about a prefabrication material will help to understand this lecture in a better way. Objective of this lecture are very clear. A student will be able to understand the precast prefabricated system and their different components, the types of prefabricated systems that are available and their different kind of functions, and the effective factors that increase the use of prefabrication system in future aspects. Starting with the introduction part, a prefabrication has brought a substantial change in the development of construction industry worldwide over the last few decades. Prefabrication systems and prefabrication method has brought a substantial changes in the development of the nations, in the development of the construction technologies, and in the development of the construction methods. It saves time, it saves energy, it saves money, and even it saves the labor maintenance. It ensures the strength, economy, environmental performance of the structure, and hence it is preferred over the on-site construction methods, different construction methods. Pre-assembly, prefabrication, modularization, system building, and industrialized building are the various terms used to describe the process of manufacturing of the modular units on-site or off-site. There are various types of modular precast building construction techniques prevalent worldwide. So there are a number of techniques, there are a number of methods that have been used throughout the world. Even in India, there are a number of methods that are used and are termed as the prefabricated materials and prefabricated systems of construction. Moving further to the introduction part, prefabrication technologies, there is a recent advancement in design and technology along with the increasing importance of the construction area to address the technical, social, even economical and sustainability issue of prefabricated construction techniques. So, there is a recent advancement in design technologies due to the prefabricated materials, availability of the prefabricated materials and prefabricated technology that has changed the whole scenario of the construction industry, as it saves time, as I said earlier, it saves time, it saves money, and it is a quick method of construction where there is a need of a vast and a huge number of construction with a less number of time. This method, this technology is a feasible solution compared to the existing conventional techniques. Majority of the advanced nations have by now accepted the prefabricated construction technique and is gaining its advantages. So if we talk about different prefabrication technologies that are available for the construction method, for the construction of the prefabricated systems, we have a different typology of prefabrication technology, and on that basis we have a different types of systems that are available for that particular technology. So for a formwork system, we have a different four types of methods that are used for the particular types of technology. We have a monolithic concrete construction system, we have a modular tunnel form, we have Kainos formwork system, and we have CMOS building technology. For a precast sandwich panel system, we have panel prefab systems, we have advanced building systems, we have ferro cement sandwich panels, we have structural insulated panels which are also called as SIPs, we have glass fiber reinforced gypsum panel systems, and finally we have prefabricated module units. So these are different typologies of methods or different typologies of even materials that are used for the particular technology. For the light gauge and steel structure system, we have pods that are a kind of a small rooms of light steel with a frame system with all the fittings and finishings. For a precast concrete construction system, we have different typologies of precast concrete materials and precast components that are used for the different technological methods. Finally, for the steel structure system, we have speed flooring system and we have timber concrete prefabricated composite wall system. So these kind of types and these technology are together interlinked for this whole prefabrication construction methods. So if we talk about different prefabricated system, the first prefabricated system we have is the sandwich panels or a precast sandwich panel systems, which is the advanced building systems. These are industry-made panels consisting of a self-extinguishing expanded polystyrene sheet, generally coated with minimum thickness not less than 60 mm and density of 15 kg per meter cube. So which is sandwiched between two wired mesh of a fiber wired mesh. High strength galvanized wire of, let's say, around 2.5 mm to 3 mm dia is being used, which is then punctured through the particular that sandwich panel. 30 mm thick shotcrete of cement and coarse sand in the ratio of 1:4 is applied to make those panels with minimum under pressure. Successfully used in many countries with involvement of different agencies and brand names. We have different brand names in different countries. We have Algeria, South Africa, Kenya, Austria, Malaysia that are been developing and are using these kind of fabricated systems. When we talk about another prefabrication system, we have a prefab panel. So we have a kind of a different kind of a prefab panels for a construction method. So a precast construction system is generally a large panel system, modular system, or a grouping of both. Precast large construction panel consists of a range of precast elements such as walls, beams, slabs, columns, staircase, landing, and a few personalized elements that are standardized and planned for the stability, durability, structural integrity of the whole structure. This technology is appropriate for construction of high-rise buildings resisting seismic and wind-induced lateral loads along with the gravitational load as well. Maximum number of repetition of module is obtained by planning of building frame. So the number of those molds which are being used in the factory to construct the whole panels, the repetition is very important. These elements are cast in the factory which is developed at or near the site, which provide a cost-effective solution in terms of storage space and even transportation. So when the whole panels are transported on the site, those panels then be fitted together to form the whole structure of the building. So moving forward to the prefabrication system, we have another system of prefabrication is the ferrocement sandwich panels. In developed countries, ferrocement is a significant laminated unit of building construction. Ferrocement is a kind of a mixture of cement with the wire mesh. It might be used as an independent part of structure like water tanks, walls, infill frames, and different structures. Cement, sand, wire mesh, and water are constituents of the ferrocement and have a great and attractive properties such as fire resistance, seismic resistance, and even not blow down in the hurricanes. It is used in repairing of damaged buildings or retrofitting also. Ferrocement acquire large tensile strength and supreme cracking behavior if compared to regular reinforced concrete cement. Moving forward to the prefabrication system, we have the SIPs which we have seen in the particular video, which is known as the sandwich insulated panels or the structured insulated panels. SIP is a sandwich panel utilized as construction member for the construction of walls, roofs, even floors for the concrete construction. It varies in outer thickness with two layers of rigid materials for forming the outer skin and the inner skin, and a thicker layer as a core. Based on different appliance, we have a different variety of material as well. It is usually made up of a plastic foam such as polyurethane. PUR foam has a superior performance against fire, flaming, and smoke rating. Injected PUR foam can be easily adhered to all SIP components such as the skin materials, top plates and electrical boxes. Thus it allows tough bond between mating surface and the foam. So there is a very important point to know that there is the mating surface between the outer skin, inner skin and the foam core has to be very precise. When we talk about the precast fabricated components, we have a beam system which is called as the Wessel-Crete building systems. So it consists of huge structural ribbed panel of reinforced precast concrete bolted together, and the joints between the panels are caulked to form the wall, floor, pitched or flat roof of the building. The surface of each panel consists of 51 mm thick slab with overall panel thickness of around 152 mm to 203 mm. In a single-story building, floors are constructed using precast reinforced concrete floor panels supported on precast concrete grade beams on well-compacted earth is used in single-story building. While for the buildings of more than one story, when there is a more than one story structure, the walls are supported on foundations designed as per the soil conditions. Where there are where there is a danger of water or wind erosion of the ground adjacent to the building, the concrete apron is laid around the perimeter of the building. Internal wall consists of the either reinforced precast concrete ribbed panels, conventional masonry walls, and the uh, concrete walls. Moving forward to prefabricated components in columns, we have a timber concrete prefabricated composite wall systems. Wood has been used as a building material mainly attached with brickwork or stone. In order to develop the seismic resistance of masonry buildings, wooden structure element has been in the practice. It was composed basically of two parts: a slab of reinforced concrete with a thickness of 50 mm connected with a particular connector, and a structure made of CGF panels for load-bearing walls and floor is a modular system in which the panels are prefabricated. The panels are then assembled, providing insulation inside the frames and then easily transported on the site, where those components are then fitted together to form the whole structure. Moving forward to the effective factors that can be used in a prefabrication system in future, we have effective factor and the effects on by using the prefabrication system. So when we talk about the whole program of the construction, the ability of the progress work as a parallel operation in the factory and on the construction site. When we talk about the factory tolerance and workmanship, they will show a higher quality and consistency to that achieved on site. If we talk about the energy consumption that is used in the prefabrication system, reduction in energy consumption due to the automation. When we talk about the whole labor market, access of cheaper labor market according to the factory-based system. If we talk about the program certainty, the whole system of program that are in the continuous stages for the whole construction method, we have the greater program certainty as a result of the computerization. When we talk about the safety of the people and safety of the construction site, the factory environment can allow better safety than the construction site. So these are the important points. These are the important effects that are used in the can be used in the prefabrication system in the future aspects of construction field. So we have the first prefabricated material known as a thermocrete panel system. A thermocrete is a reinforced concrete panel element made up of sheets of welded steel wire mesh with the core fitted by insulated expanded polystyrene sheets and concrete and plastered on the surface. A galvanized steel wire are inserted through the EPS panels through the polystyrene core with some offset and inclination for better strength, and they are wedded to parallel wire mesh at the outer layers. Concrete is poured on both the sides of the panel by means of shotcrete. The average lifespan of this whole thermocrete panel system is around 50 years and above. Construction application include single, double, multi-story building panels such as masonry walls, metal frame walls, flooring system and roof, as well as stairs and boundary walls. So moving forward to the different materials and different systems, we have the reinforced earth precast system, which is also called as the RE earth system. The concrete in which the concrete facing panel generally comes into three types. The cruciform, which has a different dimension of 5 feet by 5 feet, the square form, which has a dimension of 5 feet by 5 feet, and the rectangular form, which has a dimension of 5 feet by 10 feet. So each panel's shape has benefit related to differential settlements and different aesthetical looks. The panel typically have a structural thickness of around 5.5 inches, not including the outer surface and the final finish. Custom panel dimensions and thickness can be manufactured in necessary based on the project needs, such as geometry, extreme wall height, and the protective structure. So if you see the view on the right hand side of this slide, you can see the section of the road where this RE earth system, RE earth precast system is used, which is started with the wall top out corner of the road, and then continues with the selected backfill of the earth with a steel strip and the ladder soil, so that this whole structure can be formed in a stronger bond with the earth. So the joints between the panels have a shiplap, so as well as the geotextile and the back face to provide adequate drainage of the structure while preventing the loss of the backfill. So different corners, elements and slip joints covers allow the complex horizontal alignment and added capacity for the differential settlements. So these are the different typologies of RE earth system which are used at different typologies of construction method. You can see we have a different use of RE earth system in bridges, in flyovers, even walls, even some facades also. So different typology, different shapes and different dimensions have a different kind of methods and areas of working. So finally, when we talk about the concrete elements in the prefabricated system or the prefabrication construction methods, we have there are different concrete elements such as single wall panel, double wall panels. We have a slab, we have a roof panel, non-load bearing walls, and the staircase panel as well. We have single wall panel consists of a polyester sheet that is sandwiched between two welded wire mesh. The polyester sheet can be designed as per any dimension and structural requirement of the building. These panels are used for building not like walls, floor and roofs with smaller span, as well as for the partition and cladding also. Up to 4 story, these panels can be used as load bearing walls. These serve both residential as well as the commercial purposes. So these panels can be used for either new or renovation of walls, as a curtain walls, as a partition in large size industrial as well as the commercial building as well. Assignment. Why prefabricated panels are more convenient way of construction than the traditional methods? Explain any 3 types of prefabrication technology used in the construction sector. Explain the structure insulated panels or the SIPs as the prefabricated material. So these 3 questions are your assignment, which you can go through this presentation and then you can answer these 3 questions. So in the next lecture, we will be moving forward in the detailed version of the prefabricated materials available in India. So these are some of the references which you can use, which you can move forward for your further enhancement of the knowledge on the prefabricated materials and their techniques and the systems of prefabrication systems. So you can go through these references and you can understand more about the prefabrication. So I have three questions related to this lecture. Thank you.